Do you have any updates for me? You sure?
Okay, so I present my Google Docs.
Yeah. Or maybe you make it louder. I can't really hear
Oh,
you. Yeah.
so basically I already done all.
Mm-hmm.
Just that. Oh yeah, need to put reference in project one.
Yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
just put at the back.
okay.
From the template, you can see use the same references as is in the project two as your references here lah. Just put it at the back. Yeah, just
Okay.
put references.
Okay. And for the calendar, right? I don't know how do I define it in the database table.
Calendar. Uh, are you planning to put the calendar in the database
Uh,
or the entry?
because
How?
currently I just use the varchar, which is to use the
Ah, I
pass
see.
to retrieve the calendar file. Yeah.
Okay, so that means the calendar file is the ICS lah kan?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the ICS is just basically the path. Yeah, that's fine because you're not recreating. Are you recreating the calendar in your app or you just?
Recreating means
I mean, once you get the ICS, what are you gonna do with it?
uh,
You basically generate the ICS only can,
yeah. Eh,
and then import the ICS into your in the any calendar like Google Calendar or isn't it?
yeah, based on the students' activities, right? They
Yeah.
keep it to
And then you create the ICS, and then the students simply just import the ICS into their calendar of choice lah kan?
yes.
Yeah. So there's no need to store any of the yeah. No need. No need. You basically have a path to the calendar file. It's fine. Mm.
And next, for the activity, right? I was uh, previously I was planning to put the map data, but since I'm not familiar with the map, right, so I just didn't put it here.
For the map,
Yeah, there's a
the map.
coordination.
Yeah. Actually, you can quickly view the Google Map API to look at the parameters lah. But usually it's just the location is identified by their latitude and longitude.
Oh, just that parameters.
Yeah, usually a location on the map is found by longitude and latitude. But can you maybe quickly check documentation or map API, see whether just to confirm, just to confirm,
Oh, okay.
yeah, what I'm saying is correct or not. Yeah, because you to interact with the Google Map, you through the Google Map API, they might have um, a particular way to identify a location. So when you look at the Google Map API, see whether what is those two attributes. I suspect, I assume it's longitude, latitude lah, right? So and just confirm so that you can create it here lah, the location.
So during the development, maybe I
Yeah,
use the
because
sample.
yeah, so then you can retrieve it, then you can click, and then oh yes, I can. You can straight away pass it to the Google Map API, and then it will display the map with the pin there. For this one, you have to go to the Google Map API location. I mean the website, and download their documentation lah for that how to use the API. So you can just have a quick read how you can access location in the Google Map, and then use that information and so that you know that if you going to go through your tables, your database, then simply retrieving that info, then you can just call the Google Map API with that info. Then Google Map API can show you with the pin there. Yeah, I
Oh,
suspect it's
okay.
like longitude and latitude, right? So by looking at it, it could be double because it's usually decimal value lah. real number lah, like 107 point something something. I'm not sure yet. So you have to
Oh,
double check with the map API.
and does Sir have any experience with React.js and Node.js?
JS a little bit, React JS not so much.
Oh,
But usually, if you're planning to use them, it's okay. I will take the time from myself to go and check it out.
okay.
That one no problem lah. I don't not JS. It's just a way to run JavaScript outside of the browser.
Hi.
Yeah. So that means because JavaScript is portable, right? So rather than depend on the, if you're writing a application, right? And your application is written in JavaScript, rather than needing to load the browser to run your JavaScript, okay? Then you use Node.js. Node.js is basically uh, the engine of the JavaScript extracted from inside the browser so that it can run separately from the browser. So it's an interpreter for JavaScript, right? So
Oh,
that your JavaScript don't have to run inside your browser. You get what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So I'm not sure. React is mobile mobile framework, right?
That one is React Native.
React Native. So React JS is
The
the portable version of React Native. But I don't think you can mix it, or can you mix it? Node.js and React JS?
uh, I because my friend said actually I got my friend also they do web
Mm.
development, so I asked him lah. He use React.js for front end and Node.js for back end. So yeah, I just
Yeah,
follow what he
so
said.
Node.js, but Node.js, if I'm not mistaken, is also is for JavaScript. Do you use JavaScript for backend? Hang on, backend development. Oh yeah, Node.js allow you to use it for because it doesn't rely on the browser, so you can use it for backend. Okay, all right. So are you going to use Node.js for the backend and then React.js for the front end?
Yes, and the
Okay,
web framework is the Express.js. So yeah, the one I'm not.
Express.js. Okay, all right. So it's all right. You go ahead and propose that. Okay, inside your what lah, because you're designing, kan? So that means under your um, what do you call it? You have to explain what you're going to use, can, inside your system design, or is it if not mistaken under your feasibility there, technical feasibility, you want to put in what is the development and the running platform. So those things have to be mentioned there. So yes, go ahead and use it. I actually looking forward to learn a bit about this also. Yeah.
Mm, so can I learn this technology straight from YouTube?
Yeah,
Oh,
you can.
because I
Yeah.
thought YouTube is like limited only.
Yeah, you can. You can learn from any source. This is trying to be as close as possible to when you are developer later. Because when you are developer later and you are asked to use a certain framework, even if you haven't learned about it, then you have to learn it because just to implement following the requirement. If the requirement is say, oh, I want to use not JS or React JS, then as a developer, you have no choice, but you have to do it, right? So you can learn from any source, right? Now, I also encourage that if you find any open source code, right, libraries of code, right, that you can use, just basically provide the citation to it to acknowledge that you're using part of your code, then you can also use, as long as it's not licensed lah, right? We have to be
Oh,
clear that we have to use all those that is free to use lah, like open source. You have to be careful about using something that is not, that means it's cracked or unlicensed. The one we cannot do lah. But if you want to use any libraries or any you want to refer to any code in GitHub, for example, right? As long as you provide the acknowledgement in your citation and your reference, you can use it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because a lot of developers are actually developing in this manner as well, right?
And Postgres SQL, right? Does it differ far from MySQL?
No.
Mm.
Basically, in terms of SQL, there may be a few commands that is specific for Postgres, but they are both compatible in terms of the main usage of SQL is the same. Just that there are some additional maybe commands that is implemented in a slightly different way in Postgres from MySQL. The thing is just maybe in the syntax, right? But
Oh,
majority of the syntax is based on the standard SQL.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, but Postgres SQL is actually more popular than MySQL in the industry, and they
Oh,
want to use open source. They usually go for Postgres. I think
oh,
somehow to do with that MySQL is actually um, there is free to use, but the if you want to use it like I think the distributed version, then you have to pay. I think MySQL the enterprise version is not free, but the single database is free. But I think Postgres is free even for the distributed version. So that's
oh,
why, yeah, for scalability next time they just choose Postgres so that they don't have to migrate the database when they need extra features That's what my thoughts on popularity of Postgres.
oh, okay.
Mm.
And so if while I was doing my development, right, and let's say if
Mm.
there's a changes, right, can I still edit this project one?
Okay, so if you're in project two, let's say you made some changes in project two, right? That is slightly different from in project one. Then because you are going to combine, right? You're going to combine project one to project two. As long as not very major changes, you can modify your project one, okay, to suit your project two, because you're going to
Oh,
submit together, right? Together, so that they need to be consistent. But of course, whatever you change in project one material will not affect your project one um, marks because it's already allocated this semester, right? So whatever you
oh,
put in project one will be the marks will be this semester. Project two, you're doing the implementation, but the final project report includes the project one report. Yeah, you can change. You can go back and change some of the things right? But it wouldn't affect your project one marks You understand that part?
okay.
Yeah, project one is project one marks now. Project two mark. But the
Oh,
project, I believe, because to maintain consistency, I agree that if let's say your initial UI design is like this, then maybe later in project two you change it because of something. You can update your whatever it is inside there Yeah.
oh, okay.
Mm, mm.
And can I submit this doc now?
Oh yeah. I haven't actually opened up the what kind submission.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all right. So okay. So you can submit now. You can just send via WhatsApp. All right. Then when I open up later, just for consistency, maybe you can submit also. I have a
Send
look.
in PDF form.
Yeah, PDF.
Oh, okay.
Later, your submission, you will go through the plagiarism system. So I can read through it first. later when I open in the Google Classroom, then you can submit the Google Doc and the PDF version lah. So it will check the plagiarism checking.
Oh,
Right, but you
okay.
can submit to me first now via the WhatsApp PDF version, so I can just download and start reading on it lah. Is that okay?
Okay.
Right, all right. So basically, you're complete already, yeah? You finish?
Yeah, everything, yeah, finished.
Yeah. What about the database just now?
Database.
Yeah, the ones you asked me, you're not sure what you want to put there about the map API.
Oh, yeah, the one. Mm,
You want to modify first?
mm,
But make sure
for
we want to
now,
be we want to be
think
as yeah.
I leave it first lah for now.
Okay. All right. All right. Submit first lah. Then
Okay.
you can update while I'm reading the rest.
So
Mm.
last week, right? But because I didn't record, right? Because what the sir said during the same break, like, can I like conduct a consultation during the same break?
Yes, you can. You can. That means between now and project two, after your semester exam, we can conduct consultation because I will prefer you to start as soon as you have a quick rest after your exam. I want you to start already, right? To start to lah, because you need to do some learning on the technology that you want to use. You want to start coding and all this thing. If we wait until semester start, then I'm afraid you will have a lot a lot of things again. Other
Oh,
courses, right? So start as early as possible is good, right? Then you don't have that much pressure.
so the consultation discuss about the introduction of the technology.
Oh no, the consultation is when you want to report to me what you're doing lah, or
Or report.
you have
Oh,
question, you want to update me, you have question, you want to discuss something, maybe you found out while you're doing it, then you found out something that you're not too sure, you want to ask me something like that lah. A normal consultation.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because by that time, by semester break, you'll be doing the implementation, right? So you might encounter um, some issues that you're not sure. Maybe you want to ask something like that, or you want to update me. Okay, so what have you learned? For example, my previous students, they even a quick consultation. They just want to update me on what they've learned. Let's say they learning the map API. They tell me, oh, I found out that map API is like this, like this, like this. I have to do this. So, my project, I have to do this, something like that. They just update me what is their progress, what they're doing, how far along they are. It's okay also. That's no problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, can still conduct our consultation even during sem break. But we arrange first lah. Okay, so we know okay when is a suitable date and time.
Okay.
All right. So you keep track of all our consultation, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I already resolved.
Okay. All right.
So the one need
Mm.
to submit also the tracking of consultation.
Yeah. You need to submit to me. Submit to me later towards the end of the semester so that we can record every consultation.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm, oh yeah. Maybe after I learn the API first, then I submit the PDF because I think
Okay.
need to
All right.
do thing first. Yeah.
Yeah. Can. Okay.
I think that's it lah for now.
Okay. That's good. You finish faster than my FYP KL site. None of
Oh,
them submit
really?
to me.
Oh,
Yeah. So they are like I don't know. I think maybe, but they are RSF lah. They tell me they have a lot of assignment.
Oh,
Yeah, so they have this AI assignment. They said, oh, headache, and then that's why I was just chatting with one of the KL FYP students, and she said, when is the deadline? I said, oh, you can I can check the deadline already. Yeah, he said, I don't think 25th. He said, I don't think I can submit. So we have to negotiate lah. I said, okay. So where are you now? And then okay, so I planned for him lah. I said, okay, so make sure by next week you can deliver this, something like that lah. I think I remember that for RSF they do have AI assignment, and it's not easy lah. I remember that, so I give him a bit of what lah.
oh.
Yeah. All right. So any other things you want to discuss?
Mm, yeah, I think that's it.
Is it okay? Oh yeah, you haven't put in the reference, is it?
Oh,
Put in
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. I'll
yeah,
add later. Yeah.
yeah, put in the reference. Do you know how to use the referencing in
Yeah.
are you using Google Class sorry, Google Doc or Microsoft Word?
Google Doc.
Google Doc, does Google Doc have referencing feature?
Oh, I just manually type in the reference.
Okay. So Word has it. I think Word has a built-in referencing tool. But you can also use the open source one. I think the hang on, let me see, Java,
Job ref.
Jabref, yeah, Jabref, because the one you can keep all the referencing in there, then you can just simply select where, and then you can insert the references. But I think Jabref has extension, Google Chrome extension, where you can also select where you want to cite. The good thing about Jabref is you don't have to retype things, save it inside its own database lah. So which make it easy like to manage your references. Yeah,
Oh,
maybe for the final report that you can maybe learn how to use JetBref to help you out. It's easier and faster. Mm.
so if I
Your references have citation, must have citation inside there, inside your writing that links to references.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I do
So,
like this.
yeah. The rules of references actually, Noel, is that all the references must be linked to a citation inside your text.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I already did.
Yeah. So
So,
there's no references that has no link as a citation in the text. That's the rule lah.
oh,
Right. Oh, so you
okay.
have references already. Okay. Okay. Good.
Oh, yeah. Mm, what else? Mm, yeah, I think that's it.
See Okay. Okay.
Is it okay if I no need to put in the sequence diagram in my chapter form?
Um, Actually, sequence diagrams just to clarify if one of the or more of the process inside your application is important to know the sequence.
Because
Yeah.
like I already did the this one use case description
Yeah.
and the activity
Mm,
diagram. So like
mm,
it's like pointless I want to do another sequence diagram again.
yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
correct?
to be honest, the modeling tools are there to help you to understand the way the system is going to be designed. So that's why I said if there's a part of the business process inside your application that very a bit complicated lah, the sequence need to be done this and this and this and this in this sequence, right? Or else the logic is out. Then I think sequence diagram should be in there. But if there's no business process really that really critically depend on the sequence, then if you don't include also, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Mm, yeah. So the choice of the model that you show, is actually to help, you know, other people to understand your system, right?
Oh, okay. Mm, yeah, I think that's it for now. So I
Okay.
need to research the map API.
Yeah.
Then, so okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Noel.